Welcome back everyone to episode 24 of Let's Play Rule the Waves as Austria-Hungary. First thing I hope you'll notice throughout this episode is that I finally found a way to adjust my microphone settings. Actually I thought they were set this way. I had previously set them and somehow I changed the settings, and I think my recordings have been a little bit lower quality as far as my voice goes as they could have been. So hopefully that's better now. Especially what I've noticed is when I listen on headphones, I no longer have as much fuzz in the background. The background noise has greatly dropped, so that's very good. Now, first thing I'm going to start off this episode doing is building docks. We know that should be done. And I've kind of looked at things, and I think it makes sense for us to move a chunk of our battleships over to West Africa. The reason I'm doing this is because we can't really invade the colonies here unless we have battleships. Now this means that we will be over our tonnage ability to store, our port supply, whatever. We can't support this many units in West Africa, but I'm going to move them there and just kind of risk it. See what happens. See if we go into low supply, if we start losing battleships or whatever, I'll pull them back. And after these guys move out, as soon as they get there, I'm actually going to pull back my Kaiser Karl. In fact, she's going to be redesignated to Northern Europe because I think we can have a very successful raiding campaign with our St. George II class. So that's my idea. Okay, very good. So let's start advancing. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, British ship is sunk, and this is that incredibly long name. We just need to watch out for battle cruisers, but other than that, we should be okay. So I'm sure this will be another episode full of our heavy cruisers engaging, hopefully not dying. Okay, there it is. It looks smaller than us. We want to be turning immediately. Okay, it could be a battle cruiser. It is actually a heavy cruiser like us. And I certainly think we should be able to defeat this with our 6 9-inch guns compared to only their 2 8-inch guns. They have a comparable armor, I'd say, 5.5 versus our, what do we have, 5 and 6. So yeah, very comparable, but let's go ahead and hunt these guys down. If I wanted to, I could actually just go toe-to-toe with them like this. It's actually set on 22. If their speed is 21, then we'll just go 22. And why risk getting to torpedo range? Eventually our 6 guns... Uh-oh. Okay, that's troubling. Unless it's just... Okay, interesting. 10-inch guns. Now this is a little more troubling, but this armor is lower. So I'm going to actually ask eventually... Oh, we're actually getting hit too. I'm going to ask us to switch targets. The more threatening unit here is this Blucher class. We can't switch targets. Okay, I guess they're in the same group. Huh. They're really closing too. Well, we're getting off the better hits now. We had a belt extended and the deck was penetrated by the splinters. That's not good. They're just coming right in. Okay, the 6 medium guns means that's their 6-inch. Oh my gosh, they have 8-inch guns. Well, that's by itself a problem. This is this doesn't make sense. How is it? I guess it's because it's slow. This thing's only 10,000 tons and it has like an incredible amount of weapons on it. Well, we've done a lot of damage. Let me see if I can switch targets yet. No. Okay. Well, yeah, it says the 2 ships, so they're paired. We're getting hit by 8-inch shells. That's not good. How's our damage look? Okay, reasonable. Okay, those both did not hit. I mean, they hit, but they didn't penetrate. Pinged off. We're still doing really good work to this ship. Let me also encourage torpedo launching. And, in fact, we should be a little bit scared of that ourselves. Yeah, so belt hit, didn't penetrate. Near miss. Superstructure belt extended, did hit. Okay, well, let's just go 21 because I don't mind if we pull away a little bit. Oh my gosh, a turret destroyed? Well, that's really not good, especially because it is our rear one. Ah, it's the worst case. I'm gonna risk it, though. I think we're gonna try to bring this heavy cruiser down. We're still landing most of the hits. We need to turn in order to get our other gun into the action, so I do need to turn a little bit. There it goes. That's 4 of them now. And there's another 9-inch hit. It's impressive that they're just charging me anyway. I want to sink them both, though, because this Blucher, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Blucher, but that might be incorrect. I would like to sink it because this one, the Venetia that we've been working on has higher armor, but this Blucher class should go down a lot faster. We're going to have to turn around in a second here. There's no two ways about it. Let's do that now. Okay, they matched us, so here we go. This is troubling. We're going to do a little bit of dodging. Torpedoes being my main concern here. Let's go higher speed. Oh. Our speed is now limited to 21 as well. We're launching torpedoes. So let's pull away a little bit. Okay, we actually got them to stop. Now we're focusing on the Blucher, okay? Well, this is where it counts, boys. They got 8-inch guns and 10-inch guns trained on us, and all we have is 4 9-inch guns. So let's see if we can make this work. Alright, non-penetrating, we got 3 6-inch guns. Okay, that's good. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, we're really laying into them. Like, really laying into them. They're turning away. Keep engaging, keep engaging. Okay, turn back. Let's just finish off the Venetia. Maybe that's what this ship's trying to do, is protect her. Another 9-inch hit. We've switched back. Good, that's the torpedo. It missed, dang it. They are moving again, so I think our priority here is going to be sink her first. We can go after the Blucher in a second. Let's make sure that this Venetia, who's... Okay, there it is. Now let's see if we can catch up. I think we can. Let's do this. Got one down, why not 2? Okay, there's a 9-inch. How much time do we have? What time of the day is it? Early morning, we have plenty of time. Okay, well. Do your work. Kaiserin and Königin Maria Theresa. I even tried to pronounce your whole name just because you've done so good. This was a really threatening ship. I'm not feeling as threatened right now because I feel like we have them on the run. And probably their lower hull is what's causing them to be worse off right now. It's not that much lower. Yeah, I'm probably overestimating how much of a difference it is, but we keep landing hits, whereas they don't. Another 2 inches. So we're down to only 2 guns? Because we have no ammo left in our front turret. Okay, that's really bad. But we have plenty of 6-inch guns, and we're going to go for the kill. There it is. More hits. More hits. Another hit. We're just chasing them down. little by little. Another hit, another hit. Another hit. They have heavy damage as well. This is really good. Probably wouldn't be a bad time for us to launch torpedoes, but I think we have them. I think, unfortunately, we'll lose our ship because she'll get interned. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Medium damage, she might stay afloat, but she has no port to return to. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, she has 2 turns, and we don't have a port there, so I don't think she can get repaired. She'll probably go immediately. So we'll move one more, the new ship up to Northern Europe. Yeah, I canceled that because I was starting to question whether this one should just go back to the Mediterranean. And should we move 2 different ships up to the Northern Europe to get more experience, to spread our experience around more? I think I like that, actually. Okay, so let's get this guy to go raid. And both of these guys in the Mediterranean raiding, we're going to move them into Northern Europe. Now you will move back to the Mediterranean. Continue your raiding ways there. I guess let's just send all the St. Georges to raid. And short-range ships can't raid, so the actual St. George just remains as a honorable veteran, but doesn't really see much action. Good, we have 2 in West Africa. Those are our entire support for our 4 battleships. And everyone else in the Mediterranean. Well, we need to move you back because you've already started to exhaust your... Whoops, wrong. So when they get stars, we'll move them back, and then when they get unstarred, we'll move them back to West Africa. We'll just kind of proceed that way. Oh wow, 5+ centerline turrets, so that's really nice. I don't mind not having that for the ship we just built, the Kaiser class, because we were probably more tonnage limited than anything else. Semi-armor piercing has been researched, but I don't really know much about that stuff. Okay, we're actually starting to sink their ships now. That's great. And a German ship was sunk. That's always good. Enemy coastal raid. Well, I really hate these because... I mean, I think I should accept because I have overwhelming fleet superiority, so I think they'll decline. And they did. Same thing here. Oh, they did not decline. And hey, it's our old buddy, St. George. The original. Her 4 9-inch guns. It should be really low armor as well. If we thought the Blucher class was low armor. And who do we have? Admiral Spawn. This is just like another Italian War relic. Where are our... Okay, so they are down here. Where's this one? And it's going to be nighttime soon. This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt, I think. We'll try our best. Yeah, that's where they are. Okay, so let's move down here. If I activate this stuff, actually, it will be helpful. I'll be able to click on this, and it'll show me where they are. Yeah, so they're all down there. They're all down there. Okay, well. We can't start with control, but eventually we will get control. I'll pause, and we'll move that way. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we have control. We'll go to squad max. Let's just leave everyone on AI control. Yeah, I'm fine with this. It's going to be really dark, so it's actually nice that we have destroyers and light cruisers and stuff that we will probably use more for close range action than anything else. Especially these destroyers. I'm quite happy that they're with us. Is that the Leopard? Huh, the original. The namesake of the class. Let me just check, see how we're doing here. Where are you guys at? A little further south than we're currently pointed. Okay, good. So let's get this guy to go a little further south. No mines out here. they're all over there, but no mines in the area we're protecting. Yeah, so we show up there. We're driving right past them. Let's slow down to 18 just to rest the St. George a little bit. And let's just scout out our forces, see who's being engaged. Nobody yet. They are all moving different directions, which is going to make this a lot harder though. I'm going to get my team to switch over from screen to support. Yeah, like so. That was very strange. I don't understand what happened there, but whatever. Looks like their light cruiser ran away. Yeah, we still have more and then we can support, but so far no stars, so they can last at least another turn. My goal with doing this is to encourage invasions in West Africa. We might as well try to take these. I mean, I did hire the army, so what are they doing if not invading? Yes. This is submarine? No, this is torpedo. Okay. Very good, I guess. Donau. Okay, cruiser action. I'll accept. Cruiser actions have been going well for us so far. And look at it, it's the St. George 2. They're taking turns. It's almost the identical setup, but now it's the St. George 2 instead of the St. George 1, or the original St. George. And since it's a light cruiser, it's a cruiser action, we're guaranteed to spot them, which is nice. And we start with the wind advantage. I mean, there's a lot of good things going on here. Let's go squad max with everyone. The fastest ship, well, I guess the destroyers are faster, but almost the fastest ships here are... Let's go to line abreast. Just to get them ready for torpedo launching. No. Let's see what we have. It might be better for us to not do that. Okay, what do we have? 2 heavy cruisers. If that's actually the case, I would not mind sending us on a torpedo run. But I think the St. George is going to be okay to 2v1, even without their help. Okay, they are firing. If it is a... We need this light cruisers. What it's supposed to do is tell us, okay, I'm launching class. What does that mean? Wow, they are just... It's incredible. Now this makes a little more sense. 23 knots, 15,000 tons. Very low armor. We will definitely go after this one still. But Aurora, just get the hell out of here. And the best thing about it... Now they do have 3-inch guns, which can take out our destroyers very easily, but I think we will end up sending our destroyers in for a torpedo run. Okay, we're coming in. Good, we want them to turn. That's good, Aurora. And I want you guys to be, yes, ahead. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's just ease them into our gun range and open up. Now I want to go only 23 here because I need the Aurora to be able to keep up. And we have a Veneta class, which is not very worrisome. Worrisome really for our destroyers more because I think she has the capability of sinking us, our destroyers. But let's just let the St. George do some work first before we go in with our destroyers. If we get hit at all, then I'll send my destroyers in because that'll be the perfect time for us to make our move. Okay, good. We hit first. with our 6 inches, surprisingly. We have all our guns pointed. The war begins. Okay, so we traded blows. No, we didn't. We actually hit both of their ships. Perfect. The Munchen got a 6-inch hit. And mind you, the Munchen is the less armored ship. Gosh, she is so deadly, though. 10-inch shells. I mean, that's dangerous. Now, they're coming close, so I'm going to do this. AI controlled. Let's see if they understand what I want. No. No, they don't seem to understand what I want. What about screen? Okay, we did take some hits. Does screen help them to realize what we want? No, they went back to screen formation. Okay, well, let's just do this ourselves then. I don't really know how to encourage this in any other way. So we'll just do it ourselves manually. Okay, that's some good hits on the Munchen, which is what we want, of course. We want to kind of close the distance a little bit because right now they're going to start panicking when our destroyers get close, as they should. Okay, the Munchen is hit. Did she slow up? If she slowed up, then... oh, I don't know what she's doing. She's not making much sense. Aurora's actually engaging, too. These guys are opening fire. I don't think you quite understand what the purpose of you being there is. Tell you what, it's not to light them up with your 3-inch guns. Now would be a great time to launch torpedoes. I don't see any torpedoes being launched. This is still giving us a little bit of time to focus on one of their ships. Like, why are you guys not targeting this? I don't understand. Okay, Lucen is launching torpedoes. That's nice. Okay, good. Finally, success. Now let's see how these guys are doing. They don't have any continual flooding, so if we can get them out of there, they're going to be okay. Now what we'll do is I'll circle back in with the Aurora to finish off the Munchen class. We know that she took a torpedo, and on top of that, she was getting hit to begin with. So, Lucen's sinking. Maybe we can get the Panther out of there? Yeah, she has no continual flooding. Slow her down to like 10 or so. Let's just try to get this Munchen class. I think we will save the Munchen class. I mean, sorry, the Panther. And I don't mind the St. George and the Veneta going mano a mano. I think we could have won this just by staying at range, but having our destroyers around, what good are they for unless we send them on suicidal torpedo runs? So, at the same time, I'm not disappointed. I don't think 7 is too much, but I want to try to keep them in range for as long as possible. And the Veneta class is just getting torn apart. The Munchen actually survived pretty well with the torpedo hit, but forcing her to run is certainly going to cause more damage as well. Okay, the Lucen is sunk. Panther, just go pick up survivors. That's what your job is now. We know you're injured, but... okay, Aurora, your job now to go finish off the Veneta. Good. Yes. Perfect. Mind you, torpedo launching, heavily encourage, Aurora. Okay, very good. Fantastic. So we did save our other destroyer. And this is good. Another 2 heavy cruisers down. Our St. George II class is routinely defeating 2-to-1 odds against the enemy armored cruisers. So this is a really good sign. she's just a very well designed ship. I mean, I know this. I've been saying it the last episode, but you know, you get a feel. I don't know if you guys can sense it from watching this, but you get a feel for how good the ship is, which is why I kept saying it last turn. And then, you know, you actually feel confident engaging in a 2v1, especially because as your ships gain experience, their grunners become more accurate, and the cycle perpetuates itself. That they were good and they got better, so now they're even better. So it makes you more confident. You send them into more battles, they get more experience, etc. Let's move this one back down to the west, to West Africa, because overwhelming numbers there is what would encourage us. They actually have pretty sizable numbers there, but that's what would encourage us to actually invade. We can't invade because they actually have more forces than us down there. But if we actually fought an open battle, we would win because they only have 2 battleships and 4 heavy cruisers against our soon-to-be 4 battleships. Now, how's our base capacity here? Is 12. Did that? Yeah, so our base capacity in West Africa is, we're already at 46 out of 42, I guess. Not good, but... Oh, we're able to use the British as support. That's really good to know. I didn't realize that, because it's showing us as having plenty of supply in a lot of regions. Of course, because we can use the British ports, which explains why we're not just at, you know, 0. What is the British here? 1 heavy cruiser? Yeah, if they could get that out of there, we would actually be within our limits. So, all right, well, let's push on. One more turn. We got some more light cruisers. That's nice. Well, I do want to see, I guess we won't have time to check. We'll go into battles, and then I'll, of course, forget after that. But I would like to see, oh, I want to check the almanac too. But I would like to see what they meant by our light cruiser being overweight, the Navarre class, in her trial run. Okay, this is what I mean. I'm sure I'll forget. So let me accept this, but maybe they'll decline. No, they don't. And I think this will be the last thing we do before we check the almanac and all that. Okay, this is a really pathetic one. I don't think we'll really engage this. Hopefully I'll remember to check the almanac and also to check our new Navarre class. Okay, so there's something sighted, but I think we're going to peace out very quickly here. Our closest port is, well, the closest one we can survive getting to, if this is anything deadly, is to the north. Let's get the Leopard to play. Yeah, it's a heavy cruiser, so let's get you to head directly towards home waters. Squad max. And as soon as you're a little bit out of the way, we're already safe because their heavy cruisers don't... Oh, it is... Okay, take it back. Come on down. You're the next contestant on, well, the ship is right. I don't know. Insert clever pun here. So how do we want to route, how do we want to use the Leopard to route things? I guess we don't need to do any routing. And we should eventually catch up to them because we are faster. Let me just do this. Support, line ahead, perfect, okay. Hopefully they stay out of my way and I don't have to worry about them. Okay, here it goes. Did the weather get worse? No. Okay, let's encourage torpedo launching because it looks like they're just crazy and coming to boarding range. Or maybe they're just trying to get their 4-inch guns to penetrate. Now, they did not penetrate, and we hit them with our 6-inch guns. Probably will penetrate. Keep turning. Okay, keep turning. Belt extended penetration. Just need to keep changing my course every 2 or so to prevent torpedoes. Some more 6-inch hits. Okay, let's get those guns to fire. Here we go. Full broadside going on. Very good. Let's come back down. Still got a full broadside going on. Not hitting very often. Okay, let's come back over. Keep going. We'll go in 5-minute chunks. Ah, we're really losing them. We should be able to catch up, though. I don't understand. Let's go towards their heading. Okay, they turned. We want to turn like this. I could use my destroyer to ruin like their maneuvers. Yeah, let's just do that because it'll be easier than dancing around like this the whole time. And we got some good, landed a few hits. Yep, very good. We want to turn back up because we want to be to the north of them. Okay, they are engaging my Leopard now, so that's good. Now they're turning away, that's perfect. The Leopard's doing its job. Now I think we got them going slow enough now that we don't need to worry about it. In fact, we can send the Leopard in, hopefully it launches torpedoes. Let me just kind of fool it into thinking it is launching torpedoes. Going to line abreast. Seems like they're more likely to launch torpedoes in this formation. They did hit us, but it did not penetrate. This is really your chance to shine, Leopard, instead of hitting them with your 3-inch guns. Perhaps considering launching torpedoes from point-blank range. I mean, we are getting really close. Unnecessarily probably endangering the life of the Leopard, but you'd think that this would be a good time for them to launch torpedoes. Finally, now it's the Achilles launching the torpedoes. That's strange. Okay, well, we'll get the Leopard out of here because she did just take a hit. We're taking the hits now. Well, whatever. At least at this point, should be over very quickly. Okay, now let's try to get the torpedoes launched because they're dead in the water. What is the Leopard doing? Who launched it? Okay, the Leopard on AI control stormed back in and launched torpedoes and finishes off the Emden. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's just go cruise on out of here. Yes, I'm confident that launching that torpedo was enough. Oh, that's not the only ship around, but that's the only ship we want to engage. So, let's just get out of here. Our job here is done. Okay, so they had another light cruiser somewhere, but who cares? Well, that was at least very quick. Okay, now before I forget, we have to check out the Navarra class. Okay, here it is. It's, okay, they said slightly overweight. Let me open for rebuild. It's still doing okay. I mean, what are they saying it's overweight? Well, okay, open for rebuild. It should be 26 and it is 26. I don't really understand what that means. Perhaps it means that although it doesn't show in the open to rebuild thing as being overweight, maybe it's considered overweight, which causes it to sink easier or whatever. Just a mechanic that is hidden from us. I don't know, but that's fine. Now let's also take a look at the almanac, see how we're doing against the Germans. Okay, so in general, let's first start here. Here we go. This is the Germans over here. They have 4 dreadnoughts to our 2 being built, and they have 3 being built as well. So they're just light years ahead of us in terms of. Well, we understand that their budget is going to be just way higher than ours. Like, I mean, they're almost. Well, they're not quite double. They're at least 50% higher than us, though. So that's a pretty significant lead that they have. Almost exactly 50% higher. In fact, they're actually second in the world right now. No, I take that back. They're first in the world. They actually have higher naval budget than anybody else, including Great Britain and the USA. Well, that's a little bit troubling. Maybe it's a good thing that we're fighting them. They have 15 battleships on top of that. 13 heavy cruisers. I mean, good God. These guys are just totally stocked. Let's see what kind of ships we're fighting. The Schlesian. Ah, Schlesian. That sounds like a mathematical term. Because I think it is. Okay, we could take this. Yeah, we could take you. 19 knots, not bad. Oh, I see. That's not... But the Schleswig-Holstein is... Woo! Six-sided broadside with the 13-inch guns. You know what? That's not as good as ours, right? We have a 9-inch broadside per with our 13-inch guns. Yeah, so I'm not... And our ship is faster. And I think we have better armor. So I'm not very disappointed. Our Kaiser class is looking pretty good compared to this. Their Goeben has the cross-deck fire. 8 11-inch guns. Yeah, that could easily take down our... It's exactly what the battle cruiser is supposed to do. It's supposed to take down anything but a battleship. And that's what it would do. Certainly wouldn't be a fair fight against our heavy cruisers. So we'll have to be very careful. Speed of 26 on the Moltke. That's terrifying. 6-sided 13-inch broadside. Whoa, 6-inch belt. Well, I really hope we run into this guy with our battleships, because we would tear that apart. Yeah, so despite the fact that we've sank already 5 heavy cruisers, I don't know, that's like 8 or 9 light cruisers and 3 destroyers. Now, I think, 1 or 2 of these ships were sunk by the British, but we've sunk a majority of these for sure. Despite the fact that we've sunk all these ships, they still have just an astounding number of ships. So, anyways, I'm going to call this episode to a close. We're a little bit over time. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.